Hey everyone, welcome to another Gadget release. This time it is a quite exciting one. I'm going to get started. It's called the Shortcut Inspector. It's based on a problem that happened at the last Creator Jam, the Prop Hunt Creator Jam. At that Creator Jam, we needed to get to the locomotion modules to edit some locomotion modules, and we didn't want to open the root inspector. And I pulled out some like nodes and some interfaces, and I just like forced an inspector to go to the locomotion modules. I was thinking about productizing that, like, making it a utility, shoving it in the public folder, and then I realized I could do so much more, and so a gadget has been made from it. I'm going to take you around this world, show you how the gadget works, show you where it is in my public folder, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let's get started. So here it is over here, and you'll see it kind of looks like a normal inspector. I'm going to have to adjust that blue at the top. This is the first release of it. But you'll see there's a couple of changes. First of all, there's a search box, and there's also an add button. And when you spawn this in, you'll also see that there's a dev tooltip next to it. I'll go on to the dev tooltip in just a second, but before we start that, say you wanted to go to the locomotion modules. If you just type in loco, hit search, you'll end up straight at the locomotion modules. And now we're at the locomotion modules. If I hit the word add here, you'll see I get this locomotion modules link. If I were to go to the world root, which is fine in this world, and I was to go inside the world, go to my spawn area, my visual, and go down to there. Add that as a shortcut as well. Now what I can do is go between locomotion modules and the visual just by clicking that button. You can also click a cross here and it will get rid of the shortcut. So that's pretty cool. There will be lag when you jump between shortcuts. That's just caused by normal inspector lag. You'll see it if you're using the dev tooltip as well. When you spawn this in as well, there is a little bit of lag, and that's just because there's extra stuff. I've tried to make it as optimal as possible. It is the first release, so do bear with me. Due to how it's set up, you can't close it up the close here anymore. That's disabled. You need to grab it like a normal object and delete it. That's just because this close button I don't have control over, so I had to disable it. Onto the tip. The tip's really special in that if you equip the tip, it's a normal dev tooltip, and you inspect something, you can see I've got some example objects around here. So we've got Jack's riding a nice squirrel here. If I were to select this squirrel, I've got one of the bones in the middle here, I can hit double menu, and it will take the inspector straight to that bone. So you can see here we're inside the capsule collider. We can go up to the squirrel here, and then we can add that as a shortcut, scroll to FBX. Let's go to this earth, select this earth, double menu, go back over, you'll see we're on the earth here. And again, we can add that as a shortcut. There's a traffic cone here, double menu, add that as a shortcut. And then we can take this whole thing with us to wherever the hell we want. And it still functions. Like I said, there will be regular lag, so we just opened up the scroll there, which means that we've got the animator and the whole bone list, so it is quite bad on the lag. Just that'll be fixed by the update. I thought this was cool. A huge thanks to Hayden for some help whilst doing this. He grabbed things like the icon here, gave me a couple of pointers, gave me a double press detection blueprint, and a few other things. He kind of just hung out whilst we built it, so thank you so much to Hayden. Thanks to Zane as well. Zane dropped in to see what was going on and then left, but thank you, Zane. That's all there is to it. You can find this in my public folder. I will show you where. So if I turn on this to public UI, you'll see it's in here. It's under utilities, and you're looking for this option here. It says shortcut inspector. Look out for more updates on it. Play around with it. It's actually not that complicated. The buttons are self-contained. The search button is self-contained. I think even the delete button is self-contained, but just play around with it. When you spawn it in, it will be on this landing spot. Where are we? There we go. The landing spot is just a slot that's within its own hierarchy. If you load an inspector from another world, it will freak out, so you kind of have to set it to somewhere it knows. So it's just an empty slot within the shortcut inspector hierarchy itself. Yes, there is axis aligners there as well. This is just an axis aligner, so it just keeps going. Plenty of room for shortcuts. Hope this is helpful. Don't rely on it too much. There are lag performance decreases from it, but do feel free to use it, especially if you're using just it, because you don't really need another inspector whilst it's out. Then go for it, have fun. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.